Talk on sincerity. Alhamdulillah, all praise is due to Allah, the one who knows what is hidden in our hearts and what is spoken on our tongues. Today I want to talk about something that is at the very foundation of our religion, and that is sincerity, al-ikhlas. Sincerity means to worship Allah purely, to do deeds only for His sake, without mixing them with the desire for people's approval, praise, or recognition. It is one of the most difficult qualities to achieve, yet it is also the most rewarding. The Prophet taught us a hadith that many of you already know: actions are only by intentions, and every person will have only what they intended. This hadith is like the gate to Islam. It tells us that no matter how beautiful our actions look to others, no matter how big they may seem in the eyes of people, if they are not for Allah, then they carry no weight on the Day of Judgment. Think about that. A person can spend years building mosques, donating wealth, giving lectures, even fighting in battles, but if his intention was to be praised, to be remembered, or to be seen as important, then Allah will say to him, "You have already taken your reward in the world. Today you have nothing." On the other hand, someone might do something very small, a kind word, a hidden charity, a private dua, and because it was sincere, it shines in the records like a mountain. Sincerity is a matter of the heart, and that is what makes it so difficult. We can hide from people, but we cannot hide from Allah. He sees when the heart trembles for His sake, and He also sees when the heart craves the eyes of people. The scholars used to say, how many deeds that look small become great by sincerity, and how many deeds that look great become small because of showing off. But sincerity is not something you just claim. It is something you fight for every single day. Shaitan does not stop whispering. He will whisper, do this so they can see you. Mention this so they can praise you. Post this so they can admire you. And that is why Ibn al-Qayyim said, the hardest struggle on the soul is the struggle for sincerity. So how do we purify our intention? The first way is to keep reminding ourselves why we are doing things. Before you pray, before you give charity, before you teach, ask yourself, if no one ever knew about this, if no one ever thanked me, would I still do it? If the answer is yes, then you are closer to sincerity. The second way is to hide some of your deeds. Not every act of worship needs to be announced. Make sure you have secret deeds that only Allah knows about, night prayers, charity that no one sees, a dua that only you and Allah share. These hidden deeds protect sincerity, because you are forced to remember that it is only for Him. The third way is constant dua. Even the Prophet used to ask Allah for sincerity. He would say, "O Allah, I seek refuge in you from associating anything with you knowingly, and I ask forgiveness for what I do unknowingly." If the Prophet feared hidden shirk, then what about us? Brothers and sisters, sincerity is not just about acts of worship. It applies to our whole life. You can eat sincerely, by eating to gain strength to worship Allah. You can work sincerely, by earning halal income to support your family. You can even rest sincerely, by sleeping so that you wake up with energy to serve Allah. Every moment of life can become worship if the intention is correct. So the question we need to ask ourselves is, who are we living for? Are we living for people's approval, for likes, for followers, for applause? Or are we living for Allah's pleasure, which is the only approval that matters? At the end of the day, people forget. Their praise fades, their criticism fades, but the reward with Allah remains forever. Let us make a sincere intention right now. Let us ask Allah to purify our hearts from showing off, to make our deeds only for Him, and to make us of those whom He accepts on the day